Hello, hello, hello. My name is Misty the Mystic or Mystic Misty, whatever you prefer. Love, love, love to all of you. Welcome to Sugarfoot Tarot. My angels and guides and I welcome you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I would like to do a video on love, self-love. And background on me, I'm 45 and a half years old. I was raised in a fairly small middle town here in southern Colorado. I was extremely lucky that I was raised in a home that was unconditional love from my parents, my grandparents. I'm very, very lucky. I know a lot of you and a lot of people don't. When I got out into the real world, I found out what the real world was like. And it's tough out there. It's not easy. Now, it doesn't have to be that way. We can do the best we can when it comes at us to deal with it. Let it go. I'm a double water sign, so I hold on to a lot. I hold on to the past. I like to live in the past a lot. My mother passed away 2 years ago this week. My father then had a stroke out of pure heartache. So I quit my job, and I'm blessed enough to hang out with him, check on him, stay in his home. I live a few blocks away. I come home in the afternoons and check on my house, and I am very lucky. He has always been there for me, both my parents. Why wouldn't I be there for them? I've gotten a lot of flack over it. A lot of people, they want me to do what they want me to do in their life, or they had really crappy parents, or they're crappy parents, or they are themselves crappy parents. So that's what I've been kind of dealing with. Now, there is a few that have supported me, but that's okay. It's my path. It's what I've chosen to do, and I am loving my life. Yes, it's extremely stressful. Look at my dark circles. I've aged a lot. My mother was a saint. Absolutely fantastic spiritual woman. My dad is fantastic, and he's doing well by me just taking care of him and doing the best I can and giving him all the healing I can give him and make sure he takes his medication and he eats and all that good stuff. So I guess when I turned around to age 12, the life started kind of showing me its true colors. And and then when I hit, I started dating in high school. I dated one guy all through high school. And I got married. I was very naive, very immature, and got taken advantage of. And I became nail tech. I divorced right away. So there's self-love there. I knew what unconditional love was, and I knew that wasn't love. So I ran. I was very blessed that my folks took me back in. And I went to school, became a nail tech. Later, the Vietnamese came in my town and took over. So I closed that. I became a chef with the culinary school. I've always kind of stuffed down my talents, but we're here now. So it's a little bit of background for me. But the past week, I've had many healers this past year and a half helping me through the death of my mom and dealing with, just trying to keep my dad happy and loved and cared for, and he's not alone, recovered from his stroke. I've had a lot of healers that have helped me. I too became an IET angel, energy angel healer. I love it. It's absolutely wonderful. But I've had a lot of people helping me, and I'm so grateful for all of you if you're watching. Thank you. And I had a shaman, a husband and wife shaman, that said something to me that really resonated. And my poor folks have told me my entire life, honor yourself, love yourself. And it's funny when a stranger says it kind of clicks in your soul. And this particular woman, Rita and Doug, and they said, honor yourself. And I was like, honor yourself, honor yourself. And so that's kind of what I want to talk about today for meditation. I have been doing it for a week with all the heartache that I've had, and I've lived an amazing life. But I guess I'm hypersensitive. My ex-husband taught me to have thick skin, but there's still a little bit of that sensitivity in there. I've had people that have betrayed me. The only people that's ever supported me has been my parents and my brother and my grandparents. Everyone else, you know, has just not supported me. Even when I had emergency hysterectomy when I was 39, 40, I think I was 2 weeks shy of turning 40. Nobody supported me. And even 2 years afterward, people were like just on me. And I have recently met people that had emergency hysterectomy, one woman in particular, and she had all this support. And I'm like, wow, okay, so I guess it's my path to have people not support me. But that's okay. My point is I gained a large amount of weight. I just ate. I ate and ate and ate. Instead of saying my truth, I would just stuff it down, trying to fill this hole of being rejected by guys I dated, people I married. My picker was off, not understanding my gifts, even though my mother and my father are very psychic. My grandparents are very psychic, handed down. We were a strong Baptist family. I grew up in a strong independent, not Southern, independent Baptist family. And at night, after church, all of us would play tarot cards, and my mom would hide stuff around the house and have me describe what it looked like and where it was. And so she always worked on my gifts, but I still just didn't understand it. So I understand you lose that love for yourself. So for the past week I've been doing this, and I have lost weight. I feel better. I'm in much better mood. I'm not snapping at people. So I would like to do that together with you. We're going to honor ourselves. You know, whenever we have a pain, something triggers, something happens, and we have a pain that shows up, we're going to focus all of our mind's eye, our energy to that pain. And we're going to honor it because they matter. They're real. Your feelings are real. Your thoughts are real, and they matter. Don't discard them. Don't ignore them. And so whenever you're out and about and something happens, someone cuts you off or someone says something and there's a pain that shows up, take a moment, put your mind's eye to that. Now, the pain may move. Follow that pain. And usually what I have noticed, the pain will travel up to your throat, open your mouth, and let that pain, if it decides to leave, let it leave. Don't force it. Let the energy do it itself. A lot of people I know use drugs and alcohol. I never have. I wasn't raised with that, but eating, I guess, was my drug. So I would eat it down, eat down the fears, of the feelings, the fears, the wants, the needs. So in the morning before you wake up, and I know you have children and you're busy, so if you have a chance, at least once a day, if you can twice a day, you're going to reprogram your mind. And you've heard this a million times, but I'm hoping that this video will resonate with you, or you'll put it back in the filings of your brain, and you will pull them out in the future, 5 years down, and it will trigger, or that you'll tell someone else to help them. So when you're laying down, and if you are currently laying down, stop what you're doing, close your eyes. I'm sorry I don't have any music, but it's not needed. Now, what I always do is I always breathe in my nose for 10 seconds, hold for 10 seconds, and release it throughout my mouth for 10 seconds. I do that breathing 3 to 5 times. It isn't necessary. For me, it causes my brain and my body to relax and trigger, saying, okay, something awesome is going to happen, okay? So we don't have to say, but if you want, breathe in for 3, I go up to 10, hold for 3, or I go up to 10, and then let out for 3, I go up to 10. And do as many times you want, even on your breaks at work. But when you're laying down or sitting down, close your eyes and start at your toes. Tell your toes, I love you, toes. And smile. And I love you, heels. And I love you, toenails. And I love you, ankles. I love you legs. I love my legs. I love my kneecaps. I have bad kneecaps, but I love you and I honor you. I love you, thighs. I love you, bones in my legs. I love my hip bones. And I love my kidneys. And I have kidney stones, but I love and honor you. I love you, liver. And as you're doing this, if your mind's eye sees anything in those areas they're talking about that's got gunk in it or blackness, take your mind's eye and take a broom and sweep it out. Suck that out. Anything negative, you in your mind's eye, you can heal yourself, and you're reprogramming your brain to love. So anything you see in there, take a moment, brush it out. If it takes a little longer, take that moment, brush out anything, any impurities, any sludge, anything you see, get rid of them. I love my intestines, large and small. And by the way, by doing this and moving the energy, you might have a lot of bowel movements and get rid of all the gunk too. Sorry, it sounds gross, but you might get rid of everything in your insides that you've had in since you were age 12. Get rid of all that gunk. So I honor my intestines, and I honor my spleen and my gallbladder and my appendix, and I honor my lungs, my beautiful lungs. I honor the rib cage that's holding my lungs and my heart. I honor and love you, heart. I love the spine, my beautiful straight spine. Even though sometimes I sit crookedly, I'm going to probably grow in an S, but I love you. And by doing this, I'm not going to grow into S. I'm going to stand up strong. I love you, fingertips. I love you, fingernails and little bones in between. And I love you, wrists and elbows and arms. And I love you, shoulders. Sometimes I hold a lot of weight, and Angel Faith has to help me with letting the weight off my shoulders and asking my angels and guides to help me because I can't do it by myself. By the way, give your angels jobs to do. You can't do everything yourself. Give them work to do. They're just standing around not doing anything. Give them a job and let them take care of it. Let them do that. I love all the veins and the muscles in my body. I was created out of love. We all were created out of love by Love Source God, our Heavenly Father. Whomever you look up to and pray to, you are created by the universe out of love. I love you, neck. I love my double chin. I love you, my lips and my teeth and my eyes, my beautiful green eyes. I love you. I love my pig nose, my eyebrows. I love my brain. I have such a smart brain. Even though now I'm turning 45, I don't remember as much, but I love you. I love you. I love my hair, down to the tips of my hair, my ears. I love my aura, surrounded by light. I love all of my chi, my life force. I love myself. I love you, and you are worth it. You are worth every bit of it. Do this as often as you can. We do it for small babies and children, grandchildren, our pets. Sometimes when we're together with our mates a long time, we forget, and so we don't tell them we love them as much. But do that for yourself. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And I promise you, by doing this, you will have a spring in your step. You will glow. People will see that. You will exude love, and people will follow you, and they will follow not follow you in a sense that, but they will want to know how they can do that as well. You will lead by example. Love yourself like you would love your pet. That you would love your parents, your mate, your children, your grandchildren. Love yourself because you are worth it. And it will spew out. All I'm good for on this earth is love and light. And I irritate a lot of people because of that. I tell my friends and family, I tell people on social media, I love you, I love you. And it makes people uncomfortable because they're not used to it, but I love them. And I have to take time out to rejuvenate my cup. And by me doing this, when I wake up in the morning, when I go to sleep, I don't sleep much because I'm always watching my dad, making sure he's okay, and I'm letting go of that fear of losing him. But love yourself, honor yourself. If you are a good cook and you're cooking, stop and say, I make the best spaghetti ever. Every time I did something like that in my life, there was always someone immediately saying I was egotistical. So I stuffed it down. Don't. When you're doing something out of the goodness of your heart and love, you're not doing it to hurt anyone or make anyone feel bad, or you're not being competitive. You're not shoving your elbow in someone's rib cage. You're just honoring yourself. Do that. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, write it in a journal. If you're scared someone's going to get a hold of this journal, light a candle, say a prayer to your angels and gods, and burn it. But keep it. Keep it for a while. Hide it. Go back and look at it and read it and say, oh, I forgot. I was good at that, or I did have a bad day, but this is how I handled it. This is how I... Spend time with yourself. You are worth it. It's worked for me this past week. I've lost 10 pounds. I have a million to go, but I truly love myself and I love the world. There's a lot of bad in the world, but love can conquer it. I promise you, love can conquer all, even if you've never had love. I am sending you a hug right now. I'm sending my angels to give you an extra hug. And I love you. If you ever need any love, send me a message. I will give you love because I love you. I love you, I love you, love you. Do this. Honor every inch of you every day. I'm not going to cry. Recycle the love. I'm Misty the Mystic with Sugarfoot Tarot. Bye-bye.